So, you remember, not that long ago, barely 2 years ago, the bloated felon in the United States put illegal tariffs on pretty much the whole world. Places that only had penguins. Antarctic. You know, completely indiscriminate, uneducated. Everybody has to pay me because I'm so special. We're the United States, and you all need us so badly. Well, apparently not, because Canada's response to this sort of bullshit was to immediately take all United States liquor off their shelves. Grocery stores don't count, because corporate gouging in Canada is just as bad as it is in the United States, and our Canadian corporations felt that it was fine to commit fraud and tell their Canadian customers they were buying Canadian when they weren't. However, there has been legislation just introduced, and check this out. Combating attacks on our national alcoholic drinks by allies. Canada, please do not take this much like his hat saying Canada's not for sale. These do not make him a good leader, okay? I'm sorry his wife died, but quite frankly, considering what he's like, she probably did it out of self-defense. And that's not nice of me, and I know. But I have nothing nice to say about this tyrant. He is destroying our province. He is why his conservatives, his political party, is why our generation down from me and 2 generations down from me are so incredibly stupid. Because conservatives don't like an educated public. Stupid public is easier to sway. They don't know any better. So don't put this. We shouldn't back down against illegal tariffs, against punishment from us responding to illegal tariffs. And by the way, in case you forgot, SCOTUS, the corrupt Supreme Court in the United States, said those tariffs were illegal. So it's not just Canada going, oh, you're being mean to me and I'm calling it illegal, like I want to call less than 100,000 dead as a genocide. No, it's not that kind of bullshit. However, Canada, leaving aside the fact that we drink that much alcohol that we're literally going to bankrupt Jim Beam if we don't start buying their shit again, that's a whole different question. But it's not Canada's responsibility to keep the United States distilleries working. We have our own distilleries, in case you didn't know. Yeah. So we don't need your alcohol. Apparently, too many of us do just need alcohol, but it doesn't have to come from the United States. And it's not legally obliged for us to come from the United States. But when you're a tyrant and an asshole and a felon, a narcissist, anything that isn't exactly the way you want it is now somehow illegal, immoral, whatever. You want a virtue signal. Except the problem is, folks, most of you don't have any virtue.